So for number 2 on graphing rational functions for IDA, the problem is f of x equals x minus 2 over x squared minus 4. So you factor out the bottom, which gives you x plus 2 and x minus 2, and then x minus 2 cancel out, so you have a whole at x equals 2. And the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0, because the degree is higher at the bottom than on the top, so it's automatically y equals 0. And then there's a vertical asymptote at x is negative 2, because that's how you get a 0 in the denominator. And then there is no x-intercept because you can't land on the x-axis because that's where your horizontal asymptote is. And then the x-intercept is worked out right here. It's at 1/2, so the branch touches the y-axis at 1/2. And so then when the branches are plotted out, they look like that. Then I have a couple of the points plotted out right here. And then there's a hole right here at x is 2. And then the domain is, and x can be anything except for negative 2, which is where the vertical asymptote is, and 2, which is where the hole is. And the range is y, it can be anything except for 0, because that's where the horizontal asymptote is, and 1/4, because that would be where the hole is. So here's number 4 on IDA for graphing rational functions, and the problem is f of x equals x squared minus 1 over x minus 1. So then you have to factor out the numerator, and when you do that you get x minus 1 and x plus 1, and so the x minus 1's cancel out, so then you have a whole at x equals 1. And then since your denominator cancels out, your new function is just f of x equals x plus 1. So now since you don't have a denominator, your vertical asymptote, you don't have one, because there's nothing that can make the denominator 0, since there is no denominator. And your horizontal asymptote is also none, because whenever the degree is greater in the numerator, you automatically don't have a horizontal asymptote. And then when you plug in the numbers and plot the points, you get the x-intercept at x equals negative 1, and the y-intercept at y equals 1. And then your hole is at x equals 1, and then y would be 2. So then your domain is all real numbers except for 1 because of the hole, and your range is all real numbers, but y cannot equal 2 because that's where the hole is. So then when you plot it out, it's just a linear equation, and you'll just have a line with no asymptotes.